When I say this price ain't bad, I was just expecting more. Before all the nonsense, I used to pay like 125 bucks for a rear tire. Now, times have changed, things have changed. Different people are in different places. Well, guys, we made it here. Look at this. What a setting. What beautiful. God. Beautiful setting, beautiful crisp morning. It's awesome. Let's take a walk over here and see if my trailer tires held air through the night. Hopefully they did. They were to the cords. There was wires sticking out. It's easy to tell if they look, see the flat spots. Yeah, it still held air. See, I'll tell you what, this is the best thing. You guys, if you got trailers and dual wheels and stuff like that, it would take me, I could never fill these things up. I put these on, it equalizes both tire, and it tells you if it's got 120 PSI. You fill it up right here, and it goes to both sides. That is the best investment. Every time I come out here, for some reason, well, this one leaks, but like I said, that one time when I hauled that D65, they had 80 pounds of air pressure in them. I couldn't even get to the nozzles. I finally said, F it, let's roll. Man, tires were about to blow off the thing. It was sketchy. Hey, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Well, guys, let's get this sucker loaded and start laying it down. Beautiful, man. I looked at a job. I think it might have been that house right there. The guy's got a swimming pool. Man, it overlooks this. It is absolutely beautiful. You can see the whole river over there. This is all river ground here is where the gravel pits are. You can see all the different layers in there. Up top layer's topsoil, then it's gravel, then it's sand. They had a screen down here. They were screening this stuff out. Well, I got all my phone calls made. See how that dang wiper? This thing here, somehow this roof's leaking and it got water down in here. The other day, this wouldn't rev up, so I bought a new one of these. I just got to get it put on. Start loading them up, man. This is really good stuff now. You can tell that it dried out. It's got good material in it for packing. Man, I didn't get back here very far. Try to get a little bit of different materials, mix it all together. Yeah, like chunk. Let's grab that chunk, throw it in there. What, guys, for February, good weather. Watch the 30-day forecast too, and there ain't no snow, rain, or cold weather. It's all pretty good working weather. I'll tell you what, I'd rather work in this type of weather than when it's 100 degrees out. I can't hardly do that heat anymore. Getting soft, I guess. When I was a kid, I loved that heat. Too hard on me now. firming up good. This right here is nasty because that's where the old topsoil was. If I dug that out and put this in, but man, this pad's, it's firming up real good. If I could get past that point, I could get my truck back here and roll this in, which I'd really like to do that, which maybe after that load, I'm gonna go grab one more load and then set the laser up, see how much more we need. This corner here is pretty low. That load there ain't near as big as the ones yesterday. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Ain't gonna haul itself. Boy, that one there was a heavy one. That was the Idaho load. Here's our grade where we got to be. About right here. We'll jump in the dozer, start. Now I can aim towards that. It's a little high here. I can just start putting my blade and aiming right towards that. Woo! It's a little brisk out. I'll get this a little closer and I'll put my laser catcher on the blade there. I know this is so super low here, so that black marks on a stake now, I just aim my blade towards that. Start bringing her in. Bringing this thing up. I'd say we probably need 3 to 4 more loads, depending on how heavy I put them in there. That last one, I'm having to drop down to like 3rd gear to climb the hills. I'm gonna try backing her in off the concrete. Sunk a little more than I thought. Hope we can get out of there. Woo! Tell you what guys, that truck impresses the crap out of me. You lock it in, that sucker, will go just about anywhere. And it amazes me. Let's run, grab another load, get to trucking. My stomach sunk a little bit. That root come up and hit that fender. I thought, oh no, what happened? I was already thinking I'm gonna have to pull it out with the dang Mini. Set up there and pull it out, call the hammer to come help me. The hammer sold his sealing business, so he's down to work all the time now. Before, I'd ask him to work, he was always too busy. Now he don't have nothing to do, he's dying to work. Rolling out. Guys, got a story about right up here. When we, shit is back in the 2000s, this house right here, my buddy Brent bought that house when they were building it. We had, and this field here was vacant. We had a bad, like a supercross pit bike track there in that backyard. And that neighbor over here hated it. She ended up taking him to court, suing him, all kinds of crap. And he actually won because he's not part of that subdivision. He was part of this farm right here. So he was actually zoned agricultural. And yeah, he lost a lawsuit, but that field over there across the road, there was a kid in the subdivision, I don't know, 14-year-old kid, and I sold him a Husky 125. And he, and we had that lady so mad. She just gets so worked up over us riding. She came home one day and that kid was riding over in the field. And she pulled over and cussed him out and said that he can't be riding. Well, she had permission. I think he gave her the middle finger and told her a few choice words. So she went down the road, went to the cul-de-sac, turned around and came full blast, ramped the curb, ramped that ditch, went out into the field and ran the kid over. Ran him over. Took off. Couldn't find her. She fled. It took them like 4 days to finally find this lady. And it was all because, I don't know, she just could not stand us riding and everything. But yeah, so one of my roommates when I lived there called me and said, hey, don't come down. It's like a crime scene here at the house. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, the neighbor went off the deep end and she blew through the field and ran that kid over. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I went there, man. They had the whole the street roped off, caution tape. It was like CSI and Logan. I got plenty of stories, guys, man. We lived the wild ones. Guys, every time I say I'm gonna load lighter, I never do. Look at that load. How many tons do you think that is? That's a bunch. That's full. I get carried away. I love running that excavator. Jump on a dozer, we're gonna blade all this out. Should be getting pretty close. Maybe 2 more loads. It's getting there. Look at that. We're bringing her up, guys. This right here is real close. I think we need 1, 2, 3 loads. I think to do is it's low here. Get this in. Here's the front of the barn. We'll get this all in. Once we start getting it in there, a couple more loads, and then I'll put the laser in there and get it pretty close. But like I just told her, there's no sense in getting it 100% precise, because they come in here with their trucks, twist and turn and destroy everything when they're digging the holes. It'll be all jacked up. That's how they always do it. These mud flaps are pretty good. It was curled up under my tire and it didn't rip off. These are like a poly. So this will be load 7 for today. So that's 12 loads so far in this pad. When I looked at this one, I never got the laser out and shot it. I just kind of eyed it and figured 10 loads. So I'm 2 over so far. It might need another 2. See, that windshield wiper keeps going. That's control panel. Something's jacked up. Tell you what, guys, I just had a call from Kat. A lady in the customer service department called me and asked when I was going to bring my $2.99 back. She had a note that I had problems again with it after I picked it up. I just told her, I said, man, it got nice and everybody wants everything done now, so it'll be a week or so. But with that being said, some people think Cat's too expensive, which I don't know. I never really price anything else. But along with that, man, you're getting a great service team, parts that are always in stock. I mean, there's more to the price than just the price of the machine. I've never had a bad experience with them. I walk in there and pretty much everybody stops what they're doing. Always help me to make sure, I don't know, it's always been a great experience for me, and my rep does a great job too. No other company would call you a couple weeks later, I don't feel, and ask you when you're going to be bringing something in. They're trying not to get more service work because they're so busy and they can't get to it. They always try putting you off and telling you, oh, we'll get to it whenever. Here they're calling me trying to get it in. And the service guy up there, when he called me, he said, whenever you get it here, you're going to be first in line so we can get you back out there. And that goes a long way. Because in this field, I mean, you guys know it. You know, time is money. I mean, you know, when I bid these jobs, I allot so many days. You know, 2 days for this job. If you go over that, then you're not making the money you should. I always bid everything, you know, within mind how many days, and I pretty much stick to that. It gets stressful though sometimes too, because you already got all your days booked, and then if something does come up, it messes your whole schedule up, and you tell people you're going to be there. Just part of it. You got to figure out how to juggle it around, make it all work. But it's nice when you got somebody that feels a partner like that tries to get you taken care of. Every time I say I'm gonna not feel these so heavy, and they've been some pretty good ones. Try to really get these materials mixed in so they pack real good. There I go, banging my new sideboard. That gravel's just constantly falling down. There's like a, see now I dug into like a layer of, like, not clay, but soil. Well, that's last load on my haul today. I'm getting pretty fatigued. This will be 7 loads that I got so far. I think, is that what I said before? I can't remember. I'll go up there and knock these couple down, get it kind of graded, and then see what I got. If I got to come back here tomorrow and grab a load in the morning and figure it out. Man, beautiful day for February. Our seasons are definitely been changing. Ain't like it was when I was a kid. And even coming down this road, everybody gets over for you, waves at you. Super nice. That's what I like about staying working in the country. Get in a city, they're blowing their horn, wanting to run over you. No patience. Well, I got the last load dumped. I got this all hacked out so we can get a road base in here. I might pack that down. I tell you what, that Mongo bucket, tilt bucket's the bomb. So we're getting pretty close. The edge of the building's right here's the front of the building, and then it goes right there, so I got to build this up. This right here we're going to leave low so they can concrete or do whatever they're going to do. Got the catcher on the blade there. Start getting this thing pretty close. Cutting grade like this, I always just start cutting little spots, you know, just start picking away at it, taking little corners off, and I gotta watch that because that dirt's going to come up and hit that. Just start picking. You can't, when you're cutting grade, you don't want to cut too much at a time. It's just take little swipes and work your way, and before you know, you'll have a good level area. And when I'm doing that too, I can always go off this corner because it's already the grade. You can start really going fast then. So started getting low there, trying to show you guys what I'm doing here. Keep it a little high, that'd be good, pack it in. One thing is though, when I got my poles up and I got my laser catcher up there, it's a lot bigger and it catches more 360, where this one you're blocked by the machine. I just got lazy, guys, that's it. It's funny, guys, you wouldn't think it. The laser doesn't lie. So I'm coming up here and I'm putting my blade down, I'm like, it's not even reading, so I buried in. I'm like, man, it can't be that high. But then if you get out, this is grade. If you get out here and look at that big hump. So that's about another 3 inches, 4 inches still high. That's where I was dumping. That's why it's so high. But just from the machine, you're like, oh, that don't look right. But laser doesn't lie. Putting the finishing swipes on her. I've just been running Blue Arrow, which is, you know, 1 inch high. That's all good. This thing's swiped out. The problem with this material here, you turn on it, it jacks it up. Dead on the whole thing. Well, guys, that's it for today. And would you ever think this looked like that? Look at that. You can see it now. I seen it when I walked up here first time. Had the vision. So tomorrow I'm gonna have Hammer. She added another load of gravel. I'm gonna have him haul 2 loads of brown road base all that in. And then I gotta cut the sidewalk out and run a pipe down for their gutters and tee it over so they can tie in when they put their drain in here. Man, I tell you, they're gonna have to let this material set up. It really doesn't pack. It needs weather and time, and then it'll pack so hard you can't even drive a concrete rod into it. Well, guys, that's it. I might show you the finished product tomorrow. I'm not gonna bore you with laying all the pipe and stuff like that. Like always, keep doing what you do.